things than your mom does even.
I mean, we don't have too many. I think we only have 4. They have like, how many do they have? A lot.
Message?
No, I'm just on my phone.
What do you do on there? On the internet?
Yeah, I just look at like pictures.
What are they pictures of? Or where they come from?
iFunny.
iFunny?
Yep.
What's the funny picture look like?
It's a good question. I've never found any good ones.
No. I remember the most disgusting thing I ever saw on the internet when it first came out. I don't know if it was the internet. It was like a bulletin board or something. Probably not disgusting as things you see today, but it was something you never see anywhere before.
What was it?
I'm not sure if it was a guy or a girl. I think it was a guy, like, you know, squatting over some girl shitting in her mouth. It was poop. You could see the poop, you know, going right in his mouth, or her mouth, or whatever. It was disgusting.
And it was on a billboard.
That's what they call them when you dial a phone number. It's called a bulletin board. I think that was.
And it showed a picture?
Yeah, it was a picture. People, you get on, you dial up, and you would just go like download games or pictures, or you could type in messages on the text things. Like a person would run that, and you just call their phone number. And sometimes it could handle more than one thing, or sometimes you just have to wait till the line was free, and you call another one or whatever. You just have to kind of get in line or whatever. Then you could type your messages and answer somebody else, and then when you got off, then you could you'd have like so much time or so much things you could download and that sort of thing. Picture people would have like the modems are pretty slow, sometimes like 110 baud or 300 baud was like fast at first. That would take like a little itty bitty tiny picture that you'd be able to see on like a watch or something. Take several minutes to get the picture. We just like have lists of things you could look at. up and then press a button and send it out the message. You have to go and decode what the message is. Where you had like a big manual. Go look at it. Okay. It would just be each one was a bit, and then it would control different pieces of equipment. They'd do something, or you would write a program that way, so it would type it in, just send it up, and the computer would have that in the memory and run the program. I think that the computer we were working on there had 16 kilobytes of memory. They also had like big tape things. It's faster, and then they had a hexadecimal keyboard too, so you'd have to translate things into hexadecimal and then program it with that keypad. Test different things on the F-15 plane.
That is interesting.
It's kind of boring. We were kind of jealous of the guys who had the F-16 because they had a keyboard they could type on. They had a basic A instead of the language we had, which was what it was called, FAPA or something like that. 15. It was like F-15 Advanced Programming Assembly Language or something like that. I don't even know why I remember that name. That came out in the 1970s. It came out with that machine, I think.
The closest thing I ever saw on the internet when I was a kid, younger than I am now, was this thing on the internet called 2 Girls, 1 Cup. It's bad. Have you ever seen it?
I don't think so.
Don't ever look it up.
Okay.
Look it up.
So why don't you just tell me what it is?
Okay, so it's kind of the same thing of what you had saw, except for it's 2 girls, and it's a video that lasts about 3 minutes. And like they poop into a cup.
Do like shots or something.
And then like make themselves throw up on it and then eat it, and it's just the grossest thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
Doesn't sound very good.
It's not.
Look very good. You think it was real or not?
Oh no, it's real.
Because it's on the internet.
What do you mean by it? Do you think it's real?
Do you think it was real?